So I think what I would like people to know is that the most things is like the culture is rich in Ethiopia. There are plenty of things, but the main things is about how healthy the food is. You know, when you are thinking of your health, then you need to eat the vegan version of Ethiopian food. You know, sometimes like not knowing is just the only things on the way. So if you see like every single food that we make here, most Ethiopian vegan foods are like that. It's just the way you make it. You have to make sure that the food is not overcooked, not a lot of spice to take the taste over. But then I think everybody needs to add this kind of food. It has all nutrient we need for per day. It has all protein, iron, fiber, everything we need for a day is in it. The main one is the roasted chickpea shiro, the one I just bring in a little pot, and red lentils. Those two, I always have them. You know, I can have everything, but that's my favorite. So, and the injera, of course, you know, the way we make the sourdough, a pancake looking injera, it's made out of a teff grain, and it's fermented for 3 days and steamed after. So the sour you get from that and with the sauces, those are my favorites. So Ethiopian food is mainly is about people getting together, eating together. You know, it brings everybody like one. You know, like love and sharing and caring is all on it. So actually in Ethiopia, you know, when people get together and they eat it traditional way, you may sit like this. There will be plenty people. You will feed this person, that person will feed me. The first bite, you are supposed to feed each other. Because it's like once you get together, that is the way of showing that how close you are. So the food always bring people together. So people will sit like around the table. Instead of eating the first bite, you will feed someone next to you. And it may not be a friend. Once you are on that table, you are automatically connected. That's all about eating together. The way the food is to connect everybody like one. It could be a wedding or some celebration. You may know someone who is next to you. You may not even know. But you just start to feed, and that person will feed this one, and then it will go around. I love that. There are, I think, plenty of tradition, to be honest, like the music, the language itself, the tribes. We have like 83 plus tribes in Ethiopia and languages. There's so much to know, like once you search about it. But when it comes to food, that is a soul food, to be honest. It's like everybody needs to eat Ethiopian vegan food daily. Not because of anything, it's literally like it's a medicine with no side effect, because like when you eat it you may get full up quickly, as you notice, but then it's not bloating or it's not heavy, so it's full of everything we need for a day. So you know, like when I was working as a part-time for someone else, I was inspired by the lady I used to work for. But then at the same times, you know, there were so many new things coming out of me. Like I didn't know I have it in me, you know, caring so much about people, because there was a food hall where I used to work. There are different foods. So the way, you know, what people need, what was out there. And also like I keep finding my passion within working there. And then I start to dream about bringing the healthier version of Ethiopian food in London, and this location is the right place to bring it. And you know, like when you cook the food, you are not cooking to sell it so you can make money. I don't think of it like that. When you work for other people, you just go and work. You cannot have your say. Can you correct this? Can you do that? But then when you work for yourself, so once I find out my passion, the reason I really want to work for myself and I want to do food is because I love people and I care about people. Now I find out, finally, I love doing food, the healthier version of food. Actually, when we start first, I did it the Ethiopian way, the way we do it. It may be a bit oily, it may be a lot of spices. We have this spices called berbere. It may be hot to some people if you are non-Ethiopian. I was doing that, and then I didn't put a lot of oil, but the spices I used the same way. So customers say that the food is lovely, but then it's too spicy. I make some changes because the reason I go into this business is to listen to people, also do the best that I believe that it is, like health-wise. Not only you eat the food and you are full up and that's it. It shouldn't be like that. You know, like when you go and buy your food, it shouldn't work against you. It should work for you. So to do it the right way, I listen to customers' comments. I remove the whole this spice from the food completely, and I start to create. That's why I told you earlier, I make some changes just to modernize it just a little bit. So I create these herbs to make sure the food does not depend on the spices, the taste I mean. So, and then I start to do that. Within 3 weeks of the business, that was 8 years ago, everybody loves it. So many changes, and every time I sell, for me, it's not about making money or maybe creating some job for a few people around me. That is one thing, but for me, what I care is like every time I sell one box, I know that there is good things in it. Every single things, I'm completely like satisfied just because I got that chance to provide in this kind of place our type of food. Well, at the beginning, it was challenging. You know, when you go to the market, you get unit. You don't need as much as what you need in here. This one was completely different. I mean, you cannot say like I thought because I've done it for 8 years, it will be very easy. It was completely different. It's like you have never done anything. The challenge is brand new. But, you know, when you do things that you love doing, you are there. It's like there will be a challenge and then it may stress you up a bit. The only thing is like, how do I solve the problem? For me, always when I find out like some other new challenges, how do I deal with it? What do I do next? Because of like thinking of solving the problem, you know, we're here today, but it was very hard to find the right location to start with. Once you find it, you know, you have to find right builders, and there's so many process to it. And when you do restaurant, there's so many things you need to do. You need to have your own commercial kitchen, and you have to put the right stuff. It was very challenging. This one was more challenging than the takeaway place 8 years ago, but it's all done and we're here now. So I'm very happy with what we did. People, mostly, I love people. And, you know, for me, like I said earlier, it's more like I want to do something to public. You know, you could go and work somewhere, like just voluntary. I just want to give back, and I don't know what to do. I didn't know. So once I found the passion, you know, like it's just meeting people who hate vegan food. I like that. So I don't mind when people say this is a bird food. I don't mind it because that is why I'm there for. So, and then I can explain to them what is in it, and then I will ask them just to try it. If they don't like it, they can avoid it. And then just telling people like that, and then they turning them to become our customers. So when I do this, I don't focus on a business point of view. I'm just focusing, trying to give them a right direction. It won't kill, just give it a go and add it into your diet and stuff like that. And then I like talking to our customers because they are our second family also. You see, like when I make food, if my mom is coming, I want to cook the best food, the healthiest food ever, right? So when I cook, I think of my brothers, my sisters, my mom, all my family. That is like 100%. I always think like that. And I don't want any of my family to eat something which is not right. So all the customers are like my other family. I like talking to them. You know, if you come at lunchtime, there will be a queue. I'm working and we are chatting away with our customers. They will ask us how we are, and we talk about families and all that. I like the whole things working in the market. So yeah. Also, they make my dream come true. No matter what you do, without having the right customers around you, you don't go anywhere. So yeah.
I love that.
All right.
Exactly. Actually, you know what? Now we end up finding out our customers, 80% of our customers are non-vegan. It's crazy. I was shocked when I find out, there was a time, no complaints. We are doing well, thank God. But then on Fridays, it's kind of a bit slower. I was like, why is it Fridays less sale? I'm trying to think of it. And then we start to, because on Friday most people, they go out for a drink after work. There are offices around here. Most our customers are from offices or tourists. So, and then I just wanted to know, I was curious, why is on Friday, if any changes within the business, it gets slow or we get busy, anything like that. I don't go and look for other businesses, are they like this? I just try to find, is there anything wrong are we doing, or why is it like that? I just try to find the answer within ourselves inside. So we start to ask our customers. 80% of them are non-vegan. That's why you see on Friday most people go to eat meat. There's so many food in there. They like more like fries and stuff like that. But then for me, it's like more finding out 80% of non-vegan. I feel like, yes, they make me very proud, because to attract to vegan and vegetarian customers, it's not difficult, because this is their land, right?
We literally saw the vegan sign and popped right over.
Yeah. So, but then, attracting to non-vegan customers are the hardest. And like I say, it's not like about sale. Sale is everything, because when you're in the business, you do need the sale. It's not only about that. It's just, we want to attract to everybody. Everybody needs to know about our food, not because it is just a food. It's not just food. It's medicine at the same time. And then instead of waiting, like you will go somewhere once in a while when you crave for something, it's good to eat, to go and eat. But I don't want to go somewhere and eat fries 7 days a week. And then when I get ill, then I may not even have enough money to go treat myself. It's like, abusing your body yourselves. So once people like the food, not because they are vegan, not because of anything, just they like food, and they tell us like, I'm coming today because I want to have a healthier day. All that was my dream. So when I know that 80% people are non-vegan, they're just there because they like food, because they want to have a healthier days. So I like it. There is a time this guy said, this is too clean, I'm not gonna eat here. Sometimes we hear people like that. I say, is it too clean? He just saw the display. This is too clean to eat, I'm not eating here. And he just walk away. It makes me laugh. You learn so much, about people in there. Every day you see unexpected things. And there was a time we were doing an event in the office. This guy said to me, it makes me laugh, anything, whether good or bad, I was never offended. I'm there to learn. Actually, instead of hearing good things about us, I rather hear any different things, so we can improve and we can learn. Because the more you appreciate the food and us, the more pressure I'll feel, the more responsibility I'll feel. So this guy say one day, he say, the way you're doing the food, you find funny people too. You look like you're making love to the food. He was like, oh my God. Some people say that to you. Some people may come and say that, why would I eat this? I'm not a bird. When you do vegan food, there's so many things, but all of them, it makes you either love or learn, improve, do something at least. So I really enjoy doing it. So. Where I used to work, I never cooked. I was just I was doing customer service. Since I was young, this is what we've been eating. So I never used to cook that much then before. Once I was interested, I start to cook then. This is like any Ethiopian person to know how to cook this food. The thing is the way you do it, why you're doing it, who you are doing it for. You see, like, because I'm Ethiopian, if I force customers to eat the way Ethiopian people eat, is wrong because they are not used to it. Why give them a lot of spices? That is the things I make that changes. So I have to learn how to do what we do now in here after I find out the passion by making some changes. But then, like if you talk to any Ethiopian ladies, we know since you are young, people will, your family, they will say, come and if you are a girl, say, come and watch so you can be good at cooking. Because sometimes you have to be good at cooking to get even a husband. It's just a culture thing. Things are changing. So girls have to learn how to cook. I do know it, but I never done it as much as I should have done it. But once I know that I want to open this company, I used to cook daily before we open. I used to cook daily and I would try these herbs, especially when I make some changes. I will eat and the rest I used to give it away just to make sure that people will like it. Where I used to work, there are no Ethiopian people. So I will make and take sample how they feel about the taste. So that's how I learned my cooking, especially this type of cooking that I'm doing now. The main things is introducing to people Ethiopian vegan food is healthier. You can see it is colorful, it's beautiful, and you see like the injera is really good for gut health, and also is full of iron, protein, and fiber. And then all the lentils, like these things, it's just giving you something. Just eating it. It's you are paying to eat something, and it's giving you something. So everybody needs to know about that. So.
That's so beautiful.
Amazing.